ॐ वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां ऋषये भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। साक्षात् कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवतां नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्धदामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं सन्धयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः।
ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः।
अथ अष्टमोऽध्यायः।
अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः।
चतुर्थो चतुर्थ भाष्य चतुर्थ. Okay. Tell you on the fourth chapter. अष्टमोऽध्यायः. श्री भगवानुवाच.
श्री भगवानुवाच.
Shankaranandiyam hangover is that. Sloka number 20. परस्तस्मात् भावोऽन्यो व्यक्तो व्यक्तात् सनातनः
परस्तस्मात् भावोऽन्यो व्यक्तः सनातनः
यस्य सर्वेषु भूतेषु नश्यत्सु न विनश्यति
यस्य सर्वेषु भूतेषु नश्यत्सु न विनश्यति
अव्यक्तोऽक्षर इत्युक्तस्तमागुः परमां गतिम्
अव्यक्तोऽक्षरयुक्तस्तमाहुः परमां गतिम्
यं प्राप्य न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम
यं प्राप्य न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम
पुरुषः स परः पार्थ भक्त्या लभ्यस्त्वनन्यया
पुरुषस्य पार्थ भक्त्या लभ्यस्त्वनन्यया
यस्यान्तस्थानि भूतानि येन सर्वमिदं ततम्
यस्यान्तस्थानि भूतानि येन सर्वमिदं ततम्।
It is, we have seen 22nd shloka. Just we quickly recall what we have seen. Paraha tasmatu, parastasmatu, bhavaha, anyaha, avyaktaha, avyaktat sanatanaha. So vyakta prapancha, the srishti, the jagat, vyakta prapancha has come from avyakta maya, not maya alone. Maya means Maya Sagita Brahma. Maya is the Upadhi. So Brahma alone cannot. Therefore, the Maya Upadhi, the Srishti. Maya is known by the word Avyakta. So this Vyakta Prapancha compared to Vyakta Prapancha, Maya is superior. Paraha. Avyakta Dapi, Brahma is Paraha. And that is also referred to by the word Avyakta. So Avyaktaha, Avyaktat, Sanyaha Avyaktaha, another Avyakta which is Bhavaha, which is doesn't have the same status of Maya. Maya is Mithya, Brahma is not Mithya. The specific Bhavaha, Nasato Vidyate Bhavaha, Nabhavam Vidyate Sataha. Maya is Mithya, Brahma is not Mithya. Both are referred to by the word Avyakta. Therefore, Avyaktat, Sanatanaha, Avyaktat, Sanatanaha. Sanatanaha, the word Sanatanaha, Chirantanaha, therefore it is Brahma is Avyaktat, it is Paraha, Tasmat, Avyaktaha, Anyaha Avyaktaha, another Avyakta. Another Avyakta is Brahma. Brahma is also referred to by the word Avyakta, which is Bhavaha, doesn't enjoy the same status as that of Maya. It means not Mithya, it is Satyam, it is Anyaha, different, and it is Avyaktat, Sanatanaha, it is greater. Yaha Sarveshu Bhuteshu, it is there in all the Bhuta, Brahma. Atma, Atma, Pratehatma, Pratehatma Rupe, Tapanna Vinashyati. And that is called by the name Aksharaha. That Avyaktaha Akshara iti Avihu, the language of Mundakopanishad. Aksharam Brahma, Tasmad Etasmad Aksharat Purushat, Prithvi Dyohu, etc. Everything has come. We have seen this Yakta Prapancha from the Maya, Sagita Brahmanaha, and Aksharat Purushat iti Upanishad says Aksharat Purushat. So therefore, Aksharaha is a name. Aksharaha, name for Brahma. Naksharati iti Aksharaha. So that is Akshara Brahma. Tam Paramam Gati iti Panditaha Agu. Because gaining which there is nothing else to be gained. Gaining which there is no coming back. Emprapya na nivartante. So that is a goal. Any other goal you achieve, there is always remains things to be achieved. There always will be some lack. Therefore, it is not complete achievement. Any achievement is incomplete. Any achievement in the world, it is always incomplete because it is followed by another goal. So you don't feel satisfied with that achievement. Therefore, it is not really achievement. It is achieved and there is further something else to be achieved. Therefore, it is a continuous thing. Therefore, you always will be a sadhaka. You always will be a arti. You always will be a seeker. The seeker continues. But that's why all the other goals, other purusharthas are parichinna. But gaining which there is nothing else to be gained. Knowing which there is nothing else to be known. That is gati. That gati is paramam gati. Yam prapya, gaining which. That gaining is only the form of knowing. there is no physical gaining. If it is physically something is gained in time and in space, then it cannot be the ultimate goal. It cannot be the paramam gatim, parichinnatvat, because it is accomplished in time. So it is apraptasya praptihi, whereas moksha brahma is praptasya praptihi, gaining the already gained. Therefore, it is not really gaining. So it is ajnana nivritti. Ajnana nivritya moksha prapti. Therefore, paramam gatim. So what is moksha? Moksha is knowing that I am free. So what makes you free? What makes you free is this knowledge alone makes you free, not any material accomplishment. That is why this gati, this moksha gati is paramam gati. There is no other gati, no other goal equivalent to this moksha. In fact, we say all the purusharthas are meant for temporary satisfaction. They are temporary achievements. It gives you a sense of satisfaction. That is also required. The person requires certain satisfaction, certain adequacy, without which he cannot pursue the higher goal, moksha. Therefore, gaining that which is which is in the form of knowing, that is Atma, one's Swarupa, nothing else remains to be attained. Therefore, yam prapya, the prapanam, prap in it's in prap is has a meaning of movement, but here there is no movement. That is why he said it is praptasya prapti, siddhasya siddhihi, vittasya vittihi. It is knowing the already known, but not completely known. That is why knowledge is required. If it is completely known, then there cannot be any error. There cannot be any mistake. If there is no mistake, then it is knowledge. But our whole life, Vyavahara, is based on the mistake, based on error. Correcting the error. Correcting the error, that is removing the ignorance. Yet what is the error? Agam parichinaha, I am so and so, that limitation. And that limitation is notional, that is not real. If it is real, then you cannot come out from, because it is real. It cannot be removed. Because it is notional, therefore only knowledge. And if knowledge is involved, therefore knowing which you become free, because it is you. So you are free, knowing that I am free, you continue to be free. Brahmavit Brahmaiva Bhavati, as we saw in Mundaka. So yam prapya nivartante. Abrahma Bhavana Loka Punaravarti Nortuna. Up to Brahma Loka, gaining the lokas, the fields of different lokas, the fields of experience. One has to come back. Whereas Mam Prapya, Yam Prapya, Ishvara, Mam Prapya, gaining me, you don't come back. And that is, Bhagavan says, Tadhama Paramam. That's why I said, Yam Prapya, Mam Prapya. Bhagavan says, that Dhamma, that abode, you use the word Dhamma. Dhamma is, it is not a place, it is Swarupam. Generally, we use the word Dhamma for any place, residence. Tadhama. Dhamma is residence, place. Swargaloka is a Dhamma, it's a place. And here we say Paramam Dhamma. There is no Dhamma, there is no residence, there is no place, just superior to it. It means it is Swarupam. It is not bound by Deshakala Vastu. Deshakala Vastu Aparikchinna Atma Brahma. In the language of Gita, it is Paraprakriti. Everything else is Aparaprakriti. Starting from Brahmaloka onwards, it is Aparaprakriti. Having attained that, people return. Whereas Taddhama Paramam Mama, for this Parama Dhamma, gaining, knowing the nature of Bhagavan, is knowing the nature of, it's the nature of Jiva. It's therefore knowing the nature of me, that is Jiva, is knowing the nature of Ishvara, because Tat and Tvam, it is referring to Atma. Therefore, Tat Tvam Asi. in the Mahavakya Vichara, Tat Antvam Bhagatyaha Lakshanaya Aikya Siddhihi Bhavati. Therefore, Aikyam, that nature of Bhagavan and nature of Jiva is not different. Therefore, knowing me is knowing the Lord. Knowing the Lord is knowing me. Jagat Karanam Brahma Agamasmi. And this Jagat is not different from me because it has come from me. Mayeva Sakalam Jatam, Mai Sarvam Pratishtita, Mai Sarvam Layam Yati. Tad Brahma Agamasmi, Advayam Brahma Agamasmi iti. Therefore, that is a Dharma. Therefore, self-knowledge. That is the highest Dharma, knowing which there is no return. Even if you go to Brahma Loka, without knowing you, there is no moksha, there is no freedom. Even the Brahma Loka will become yes, yeah, it means bandha, bondage alone. Therefore, Tadhama and Shastra by Upadesha, by teaching, knocks off the notion that Aham, Atma, not different from Brahma, not away from Brahma. Therefore, there is no travel involved. For reaching the lokas, other lokas, travel is involved. Travel means implies time and space. Therefore, there is prapanam, there is one has to reach. But here, in the case of knowledge, in the case of self-knowledge, Atmajnanam, there is no travel. There is no travel, therefore I don't come back. Only when you travel, when you go somewhere, then you have to come back. Here, where is going, and therefore where is coming? There is no going and coming. Paraprakriti. So, yam prapya, nivartante, tat, dhamma. That's why paramam. It is the ultimate dhamma, paramam dhamma. All other dhamma are aparam. This is paramam. Therefore, further he says in the shloka we saw that therefore Purushaha, Saha Purushaha, Paraha, Epartha, that Purusha referring to Paramatma, the word Purusha. We can give the Vigraha Vakya, Purushaha, Pura Ushati, Puri, Shayanaditi Purushaha, Pura Ushati, that who is obtained in this Sharira, in the body, is called Purusha, Pura Ushati. That is why this is called Puri. This Dega is called Puri. The Puri with 9 gates. Navadvare Pure Dehi. Naiva Kurvanna Karen, we saw in the 5th chapter. This is a 9-gated city. In the city, the Purusha, the Jiva dwells. Therefore, it is Puri. Puri Shayanaditi Purushaha. So we can say the Purusha means Jivaha. That meaning is possible. Jivaha. Tatpada. Tompada. Akshyartaha Purushaha. Similarly, Purayati Sarvamiti, Purnatvat, Purayati Sarvamiti Purusha, that which fills up, pervades everything. That which fills up, pervades everything, that is Purusha. Therefore, that is Tatpada Lakshyartha Purusha. So the word being Purusha, if it is Tompada, it is Atma, it is Tatpada, it is Paramatma. Same word Purusha can be interpreted. Tatpada Lakshyartha Purusha, Atava Tatpada Lakshyartha Purusha. Therefore, Purushaha here, Purushaha, Saha Paraha Purushaha, therefore Paramatma. Under Paramatma, Brahma, which is Bhaktya Labhyaha, Ananya Bhaktya, with the Bhakti which is undivided, no sharing. We cannot share that love for the Lord with, we cannot share the love. The love should be complete. Love cannot be shared among many. It should be one-pointed, complete, total Bhakti. Bhakti means it is commitment, jnanam. Bhakti, jnanam, there is no difference. Advaita Bhakti, Ananya Bhakti it is. It is Ananya Bhakti. Ananya Bhaktya, Advaita Bhaktya, Bhakti which is undivided, jnana. Jnana Lakshana Bhakti it is. Therefore, knowledge of Ishvara, that Ishvara Aham Asmi iti. Therefore, here the word Purushaha, referring to Paramatma. So we say Purusha Purushaha. Swamiji used to say Purusha Purushaha is the Purusha referring to the Purusha in the Tatpadartha, and Purushaha, second Purusha referring to Thampada. Therefore, Purusha Purushaha, Mahavakya. Like Tattvamasi, Mahavakyam, Aham Brahmasmi, Mahavakyam, Ayam Atma Brahma. Similarly, Purusha Purushaha, the first word Purusha referring to Paramatma, the second word referring to Jivatma. So Paramatma is Jivatma. So Jivaikya, Paramatma, Jivatma Aikya, Bodhaka Vakyam, Purusha Purushaha. It's a beautiful expression. Swamiji's famous expression. Purusha Purushaha. Jivatma Paramatma Ekatva Aikyam. So that is knowing that. That is bhakti. That's called Ananya Bhakti. Ananya Bhakti. Ananya Bhakti. Ananya Bhaktya Tritya Bhakti. Ananya Bhaktya, it is Labhya. It is Labhyaha. Paramatma is Labhyaha. Atma Rupena. Pratyekatma Rupena. Paramatma is myself. It's Pratyekatma Rupena. Therefore, it is not something accomplished. It is knowing the already known. Paramatma can never be away from you. So it is always, it is you, therefore knowing. If he is away, then you have to reach him. There only Kailasha, Vaikuntha, Ityadi, Loka. That lokas are parichinna. Even if Paramatma is away, you will always will be, there will not be moksha. You cannot be free. Always there will be a Bhakta, Bhagavan, Veda will be there. Bhakta, Bhaktaha, Bhagavan, and Bhakti. So Yatra Veda Asti, Yatra Veda Asti, Veda Drishtihi Asti, Tat Tatra Moksha, Tat Moksha, Tatra Moksha na bhavati. So Veda Chet, Veda Drishtihi Chet, Moksha, Moksha Prasangaha, Anil Moksha Prasangaha. Moksha is only in the form of Aikya. Moksha only in the form of Advaitam. Advaitam is moksha. Being different at the same time moksha is, then it is not moksha. It cannot be moksha. It is also some sort of experience, anubhava. When anubhava is there, anubhava implies subject to object differences. So subject to object means other karakas. Other karakas means it is vyavahara. Vyavahara is samsara. Samsara means no moksha. So therefore, adil moksha prasangaha. That is why Dvaita, the definition of what moksha in Dvaita is different from the definition of moksha, what we say in Advaita. Advaitam is moksha. So Advaitam eva satyam. Jivatma, Paramatma, if they are different, then they are eternally different, then there is no moksha. The difference is notional. So therefore, that's why Bhagavan says before, Para Prakriti, Yaya Dharyate Jagat, by which this Jagat, Srishti, and the Jivas are sustained. So it means Paramatma is the Adhishtanam, is a Karanam, and this Karya is Mithya, therefore Jiva is being a Karya. It's a Mithya, therefore Paramatma is Satyam. Therefore Advaitam Satyam, Paramatma alone, Brahma alone Satyam. Brahma Satyam, Jagat Mithya. So Paramatma is the Satyam, Yena Sarvam Idam Tatam, by which everything is pervaded. Yasya Antastani Bhutani. Therefore, yes, sir. Yasya Antastani Bhutani. So everything is pervaded by Antastani Bhutani. Bhutani, all the Bhutas. Yasya Antastani Bhutani. Bhutani, all the beings. So Sarvasmin Bhutani. Pratyekatma Rupena. Ishvaraha Asti. Therefore, Antastani, by whom everything is pervaded. Which Jiva is not different from Jivatma, not different from Paramatma. So therefore it is Advaita Siddhi. And that Paramatma to be known by Jnana Bhakti, Jnana Lakshana Bhakti. Therefore Ananya Bhaktya, Jnana Lakshana Jnana Lakshana Bhaktihi Jnana Lakshana Bhaktya Ishvara is gained in terms of knowledge, knowing. That's why knowledge is freedom. Knowledge is moksha. Knowledge only can be moksha. Moksha can only be in the form of knowledge. Any other moksha is not moksha. It is only a apekshika, to atyantika, any moksha. Even going near the Lord, Paramatma, Vaikuntha or Kailasha, it is all apekshika, to atyantika. So atyantika moksha is only in the form of knowledge. So therefore, Lakshana Bhaktya, Ananya Lakshana Bhaktya, Labhyaha, Jnatavyaha, Labhyaha, it is Jnatavyaha, Praptavyaha, Ityartaha. That is the meaning. Up to that we have seen. Now, from the next mantra onwards. So this is a chapter where we are seeing the upasakas. Upasakas going to Brahma Loka, and there are karmis who go to other lokas. What happened to them? The upasaka, if he's a mumukshu, we have seen, even if he goes to Brahma Loka, from there he gains mukti, that is karma mukti. He doesn't come back. If he's not a mumukshu, then he has to come back. That's why Abrahma Bhavana Loka. Therefore, those who are doing karma, not karma yogi, just karma yogi, he has desire for enjoyment of the other loka. So desire a life, better life, with better upadhi, better shariram, better sense organs. Therefore, swarga ityadi. Prapti icha is the karmis. So those karmis, what will happen to them? Gaining loka, they come back. Wanting to enjoy a better life, therefore they go to other loka, come back. So maybe upasaka also. Upasaka, but upasaka is a little, it's greater. They do upasana, and they go to Brahma Loka. And if he's a mukshu, gains mukti and don't come back. So therefore, traveling is involved for both karmis and upasakas. Whereas for jnani there is not travel. Ika eva bhavati mukti. Jnani, here itself, that is called jivan mukti, sadhyo mukti. So here we are talking about the people who travel after death. Sukshma Sharira travels. Sukshma Sharira, the Jiva, gains different Shariram in different loka, Padi, that travel, that goes to different loka. How? Because it involves travel. Therefore, there must be path, there must be the path, the vehicle, or there must be some medium through which they travel, and that is what is discussed here about. So this we cannot verify. How the Jiva travel after Maranam? Yayam prete vijikitsa manushya. Asti tyeke nayam asti iti chaike. Nachiketa asti. In Kathopanishad. So Yamadharmaraja. The mystery of Atma. What happened to the Jiva after death? What happened to the Jiva? Are they gone forever? Or does it survive? The father, Yamadharmaraja, did not give any video proof or audio proof. He taught. He gave him knowledge. Shastra is a pramanam. Acharya is a pramanam. Therefore, similarly here also, the loka through which the jiva travels, the karmi and the upasakas, they travel. Shastra says they travel through so and so marga. We have to rely only on the words of the Shastra, because Shastra is a pramanam. You cannot dismiss it. How can you dismiss what Shastra says? If it may say you cannot prove it, therefore I dismiss it. But you cannot disprove it also. Therefore, how can you dismiss it? That is why the very lakshana of pramanam is to be understood. Shastra being a pramanam, sat of pramanam. Therefore, to dismiss it, you must have The logic with other pramana, you have to support it by other pramana and prove it. But what Shastra says is out of scope for other pramana. Therefore, you cannot dismiss it. So what Shastra says, we have to rely on it. We have the Shastra is the authority. So therefore, there is no argument, there is no doubt one should entertain with regard to what Shastra says. Jiva travels through this path, different ways, different marga. Shastra says we have to accept. So therefore, here the path to which the Jiva travels, southern path and northern path. Bright path or otherwise called dark path. Bright northern path stands for Jnanam. Shukla Gati, Krishna Gati, southern path. North and southern. You just say not Shukla Gati, Krishna Gati. Krishna Gati stands for Ajnanam, therefore samsara. So we say Uttara Marga, Dakshina Marga. Northern path, southern path. Uttara Marga, Dakshina Marga. Uttarayana, Dakshinayana, in that period. So we are going to see all those things. Uttarayanam, Dakshinayanam, what happens to the Jiva, etc. So the next 4 shloka that deals with that. Let us read the shloka number 23. Yatra kale tvana vrittim chaiva yoginaha
यत्र काले त्वनावृत्तिं चैव योगिनः
prayata yanti tam kalam dakshyami bharatarshabha.
यान्ति तं कालं भरतर्षभ
Dakshyami, I will teach you. Who says? Bhagavan says. Bhagavan Krishna says to Arjuna, Hey Bharatarshava, Bharata Kulana Madhye Rishabhaha Iva, Bharatarshava, like this, you have seen the word before, Bharatarshava. Bharata plus Rishabha, Sandhi also. Anyway, we'll discuss it. We have discussed, we can check. Ritikaha Sandhi. Bharatarshavaha, Rishabhaha Iva, Arjunaha. The fourth, Hey Bharatarshava. Hey Bharatarshava, Bakshyami. Bakshyami. I will teach you what Tam Kalam Bakshyami. Kalam Bakshyami, I will teach you Yatra Kale tu Anavrittim Avritti Cha Eva Yoginaha Prayataha Yanti Tam Kalam Aham Bakshyami. So therefore, Yoginaha Yatra Kale, in which Kala? Prayataha Yan Avrittim Anavrittim Yanti. Avrittim, Anavrittim. Avrittim means coming back. Anavrittim means not coming back. So in which time? What time they come? What time they do not come? By which they travel? Yataha, the yogis go. That I will teach you. So therefore, Bhagavan says here, I will teach you the time, or I will teach you the marga, the 2 marga. The kala here referring to marga. Yatra kale, marga. 2 margas. And the 2 marga, 2 kala, they are presided over by Kala Devata. Everything is we spiritualized, therefore presided over by Devata. So if it is a marga, it's a path. So there are devatas who are in charge of the marga. So when you travel, so it is like the toll booth. So they will be in charge. They will be in charge. So you have to show them the passport. So the Kala Devatas. All these are Atindriya Vishaya. That is why Shastram is a Pramanam. You cannot verify. The 2 paths are there through which the paths, the departing, the yogis, seekers, yoginaha. Yoginaha referring to karmis as well as pasakas. They go and gain the result which are promised because they have done karma, they have done upasana. Therefore, whatever the karma pala promised by the Shastra, that they gain traveling through these paths. Prayataha means travelers. Yeah, you have to go. Yataha, those who go. Means travelers, because they travel, therefore travelers. Travel after death. So prayataha. Prayataha ke yoginaha. Yoginaha referring to karmis or the upasakas. Karmi is those who performed karma for Sarvaloka, Prapti, karmis, not mumukshus, and upasaka. So, why upasaka? Because two paths are there, therefore, they take two different routes, paths, because of their karma upasana, because their Veda is a karma upasana and karma, and the result also different, therefore, two different paths. Now, the upasaka, they travel through one path, they travel through a path that is anavritti, it is only one way, upasaka. Whereas karmi, they travel through two way. That the traffic is two way. You can go, not you can. You will go, not you will go, and you come back. Your coming back is a must. You cannot just go and escape. Whereas upasaka, they have a choice. They go and they go means go once forever. Upasaka. So the Kala Devatas preside over that. Kala Devata is nothing but the Ishvara when it is looked upon from the certain creation aspect is looked upon as a devata. Yata we say Agni Devata, Vayu Devata. It's only Kala Devata. Kala Devata is nothing but Ishvara only. The Devata represents Ishvara. So Kala Devata. So, and the travelers. Avritti, Anavritti. Avritti means Avritti referring to the Loka from which they return back. Anavritti is they don't come back. It means Krama Mukti. The Upasakas we talked about. Therefore, Anavritti means gaining Brahma Loka, they do not come back. Therefore, they get Mukti. What Mukti? Krama Mukti. They get Upadesha from Brahmaji and they get Moksha. When the Pralaya happens, Brahmaji is Pralaya, then along with Brahmaji also gains Mukti. That is Krama Mukti, Anavritti, no coming back. Avritti is coming back. So that I will teach you, iti Bhagavan promises. So two, Shukla Gati and Krishna Gati we say. So Shukla Gati and Krishna Gati. So therefore, because two Gati, two different ends, and therefore two different parts, and for the path is God, and the goal is and the Gati, the movement through which they travel, the Marga, Shukla Marga, Krishna Marga, Shukla Gati, Krishna Gati. That is what here Bhagavan is going to say, and he says that I will teach you. The next shloka 24. Upasaka Marga is talked about here. Agnirjyotirah Shukla Shanmasa Uttarayanam.
अग्निर्ज्योतिरः शुक्लशयनम्
यश्मासा उत्तरायणम्
Shanmasa. Tatra prayata gachanti brahma vidho janaha.
तत्र प्रयाता गच्छन्ति ब्रह्मविदो जनाः
So the upasaka marga. They go to Brahma Loka. They go to Brahma Loka. Gachanti. Tatra prayata gachanti brahma. Brahma gachanti. Janaha brahma gachanti. Ke. That is supply. Tatra prayataha. Brahma Loka. They go means it must be upasaka. Karmis cannot go. So they go to Brahma Loka and they travel through Shukla Gati and gain Mukti by Jnanam. And now the Marga is described here. So Agni Devata, Jyotihi, Jyoti means light, it is Kala Devata, Jyotihi, Agaha, Devata of the day. Everything is looked upon as Devata. That is why we worship everything, even the directions, all the directions. Prachya Dishe Namaha, Pratiche Dishe Namaha, Udiche Dishe Namaha, Dakshinaya Namaha. All the directions we have Urdhvaya Namaha. So therefore, we will namaskara to all the Dik Devatas, Devata, Dik directional Devatas. Agaha, day, that's a Devata. Then Shuklaha, Shukla Paksha Devata. Shukla Paksha is the bright half of the lunar month. Bright half of the month, 15 days. Shukla Paksha. So it is Agnihi, Jyotihi, Akaha, Shuklaha. So it's all bright. So referring to that is bright. Agnihi, Jyotihi, Akaha daytime, and Shuklaha white. Shuklaha white, that is the Shukla Paksha. The waxing and waning of the moon, they say Shukla Paksha when there is the growing of the moon. So it is bright. And it is Uttarayanam is the 6 months, the period of 6 months. Uttarayanam, where when the sun travels northwards means to the north of the equator. From south it travels north to the north of equator. So north means it is moksha. That is why when we do japa and all, we sit facing north. In Sandhyavandanam, you say sit facing north or east. North is moksha. The sun travels northward. And this Dakshinayana this Uttarayana is Punyakala. It is Punyakala. This Uttarayanam compared to Dakshinayanam. Dakshinayanam is the 6 months when the sun travels southwards. Now the Shukla Gati, that is defined. Shukla Gati is defined by we mentioning Devatas. Shukla Gati is it has Agni Devata, Jyotihi, Agaha Devata, and Shanmasa, the 6 months, which makes the Shukla Gati. All these 5 Devatas, Agnihi, Jyotihi, Agaha, Shuklaha, Uttarayanam also, that is the Devata, Uttarayana, the period of 6 months. The period is therefore it is also Devata, Uttarayana. So Uttarayana means refers to the deity presiding over the 6 months, Uttarayana. So therefore 5 Devatas. 5 Devatas will be there along the Marga to welcome the travelers. Who are the travelers? Trayataha, travelers, the Upasakas. Tatra Trayataha, the travelers, Gachanti, they travel, therefore they will be there welcoming them. So Gachanti, and they go to Brahma Vidochanaha. So Brahma Vidaha means here it is not Brahma Janati, the Brahma Vid. It's not Jnani here. Here Brahma Vid, we have to take the meaning. Again, that's what I say, always depending on the context. Brahma Vid means it is Jnani. Generally, Brahma Janati, Brahma Vid, that is not the meaning. If we take, then the shloka will be meaningless. So Brahma Vidaha means it is Upasakaha. Sometimes the word Vidya is used in the sense of Upasana. In the Ishavasya Upanishad, it is used. Vidya cha Vidyam cha. So Vidya and Avidya. Avidya is karma, Vidya is Upasana. It is used in the Upanishad. So we have to know the context and interpret. So here Brahma Vidaha is Brahma Upasaka. Upasaka means they have done Upasana. Upasana Palam is Brahma Loka. So Brahma Gachanti. Brahma is Karma Padam. Dvitiya Vibhakti. There is a place of destination. Therefore Dvitiya Vibhakti. Brahma. Janaha. Tatra Prayata Janaha. The people who travel through this marga, they go to Brahma Loka. They have done Upasana, meditation on Brahma. Therefore they go to Brahma Loka. Brahma being a Loka, therefore a path is there. And the path is, they're traveling through the path, it is Anavritti. It is path, they travel, they will not come back, it is a one way. So Brahma Vidaha, the meditators of Brahma, they go to the Brahma Loka. On the other hand, there is Jnani, if it is a Brahma Vitta, Iha Loke, Asmin Loke Iva, Brahma Janati, therefore here itself they become free. So that is, here it is Upasaka. Upasaka talked about. Now here, generally we say, if one gives up the Sharira in Uttarayana, because Uttarayana, the person travels to Shukla Gati, right path. So whether one is a Punyavan or Papi, whatever it may be, Upasaka or not, but Shukla Gati, Marga is open. That time is like the route to the Chardham is open on season. Similarly, the route to the Shukla Marga is open for in Uttarayanam. Therefore, even if the person is not Upasaka, he can travel through and gain mukti. No, that is wrong. Acharya Bhagavad he dismisses that such notion in the Vivashya. If one is not Upasaka, is not Upasana, he cannot travel even if he dies in Uttarayana. Even if he gives up the Shariram in Uttarayana. Then you may ask, why did Bhishma give the Shariram in Uttarayana? He was waiting for Dakshinayana Kala to go away. Dakshinayana to end, and then Uttarayana will come and then give up Shariram. There is a reason. See, Dakshinayana is not something worse in which one should not die. We don't have any free will in death. You cannot choose to give up your Shariram by will. Death happens. What moment? When? We don't know. So there are great people who have given up the Shariram in Dakshinayana also. Similarly, many papis, ajnanis, many political leaders, all papis, they have given up the Shariram in Uttarayana. Doesn't mean they travel through Shuklagati and go to Brahmaloka. No. Then why did Bhishmacharya, suppose, if he asks, why did he give up his Shariram? Why was he waiting for Dakshinayana to end and Uttarayana to come? So it says, it is only to prove that Bhishmacharya is a jnani. So even if he had given up his Shariram, died in Dakshinayana, he would have gained the same end, mukti. It's a jnani. Then why did he choose? Because he had a mission to accomplish, further mission after, because he has got Ichcha Maranam, that is one thing. Because he's a yogi. See, only yogi can give up the Shariram as they wish, when they wish. So he has mastery over death. So in order to exhibit, he has mastery over death. Therefore he waited, you can say. Second thing is, when he was in the arrow beds, he was not just simply lying in the Kurukshetra. He was, that time only, the Vishnu Sahasrama, he taught Bhishma Gita. So therefore, he had certain duties to do and knowledge to impart to Yudhishthira and others. So therefore, he wanted to continue. And therefore, he waited. That is the reason. So there is no other reason. Suppose if the person has suppose a person dies in Dakshinayana, but Shukla Paksha, suppose. In Dakshinayana also we have Shukla Paksha. Similarly, in Uttarayanam also we have Krishna Paksha. Suppose a person dies in Dakshinayana, but Shukla Paksha. Then what will happen to that person? Will he go to Brahmaloka because Shukla Paksha? No. It is not logical also. So, therefore, and also it is not referring to the time. Here we are all saying Agnihi, Jyotihi, Shuklaha, all these are Devata. So the route, the marga is presided over by the Devata, not just merely time. So we have to, if it's a Devata, then there is no problem, there is no such discussion at all. So that's why we say Devata, all these are Devata. So that marga is presided over by Devata, therefore the person travels. So Dakshinayanam, Uttarayanam, Devata. Dakshinayanam also, that marga, Shukla marga presided over by the 6 months. That is Kala Devata. The Devata. It need not take 6 months, but it's a Devata. Similarly, Dakshinayanam also Devata. So 5 Devatas presiding over that marga, Shukla marga, traveling through which the person, the Upasaka, Brahma Upasaka, means Brahma Loka. It is Anavritti Loka, Anavrittim. So they do not come back getting that Loka, Brahma Loka. That is the meaning. Then next Loka, Dakshinayana marga is talked about. Let us read. Dhumo Ratristata Krishna Shanmasa Dakshinayanam.
धूमो रात्रिस्तथा कृष्णेश आसा दक्षिणायन
दक्षिणायनम्
तत्र चान्द्रमसं ज्योतिर्योगी प्राप्य निवर्तते.
तत्र
तत्र चान्द्रमसं
बोधि
ज्योतिर्योगी
योगी
प्राप्य निवर्तते.
प्राप्य
So this path is for the karmis, not for the mumukshus. Mumukshu, karma yogis, they also perform karma, but not for limited ends. So karma yogi is generally called a yogi, but here the yogi, the word doesn't referring to karma yogi. So one may get confused. The word yogi is not a karma yogi. He is a karmi. He has done some karma for which the result will be there, and therefore after maranam he goes to that loka. That is the result. So it's not a mumukshu. Therefore there is no moksha for him. Moksha icha is not a mumukshu. So therefore he therefore he is not the yogi in that the sense as a mumukshu. He is a karmi. So yes, he has done he did karma having certain ends, limited ends in his mind. Therefore he gains that by traveling the path. That is the path is it is there again the five devatas. The path is presented over by five devatas. Dumaha, Duma Devata, the god of the Dumaha, yeah, Dhumavati, one of the Dashamahavidya, Dhumavati, so Dumaha, and Ratri Devata. Similarly, Krishnaha, Ta Shuklaha is Krishna Paksha Devata, the dark side of the moon. Then Shanmasa Dakshinayinam, the Devata presiding over the 6 months Dakshinayana, where when the sun travels from north to south. Dhumavara Tata Shanmasa Dakshinayinam. Then so this is the loka, and traveling through this means loka, different lokas, Devaloka, Pitraloka, Chandraloka, so whatever the loka, they're all avritti. Therefore, prapya nivartate. Nivartate means they come back. All these are Chandramasam, Chandra Sambandhi, lunar. It's all connected to the to Chandra. So Krishna Paksha and Shukla Paksha, we say so 15 dark side of the moon and the bright side of the moon. So it is Chandramasam. That is Chandra. That is the this Paksha, this Marga, Shukla Marga, Krishna Marga. So these are all the Chandramasam, Chandra Sambandhi, connected to Chandra, connected to the moon, Chandra Sambandhi. So therefore they travel through this path. They have done some karma, good karma, therefore they go to different loka. Adogati also is possible. Adogati also they travel, and there they go and they suffer. But the Surga Loka and all, they go and they enjoy. Okay. Then so therefore they gain the desirable end in the form of attaining the loka from which they return. So these are all Chandra Sambandhi. Therefore, we say Surya Loka, Chandra Loka, two types. Chandramasam, Chandra Sambandhi, Loka. Therefore, it is Krishna Marga, and the previous one is Surya Marga. The Surya Sambandhi, this is Chandra Sambandhi. The previous one, Agni Jyotiraga Shukla Shanmasa Uttarayanam, that is Surya Sambandhi. This is Chandra Sambandhi. Chandra connected to moon, Chandra Sambandhi, Chandra Loka. In other words, we can say Surya Loka, Chandra Loka. Surya Loka is Brahma Loka, Chandra Loka is all other Loka from which they return back. So, therefore, Chandra Sambandhi, Chandra Sam, Jyotihi. Jyotihi again, Jyotihi means light. So, Chandramasam Jyotihi. Jyotihi, Chandramasam Jyotihi, the light, the Dhumaha is there, at the same time the Jyotihi is there. Therefore, so it is the Jyotihi refers to karma pala. Not light means not light means knowledge here. Light here, Jyotihi. Jyoti means karma pala. In the Bhashyakara says, Chandramasam Jyotihi Palam Ishtadikari. Palam Palamishta Palamishtadikari. Palamishtadikari. Therefore, Palamishtadikari. Palamishtadikari means it is referring to karma pala. Referring to Jyoti, referring to the karma pala. So it is limited. Therefore, yogi karmi tamprapya duktva punaha prapya nivartate de come back. Why? Because karma pala de exhaust. Therefore, krine punye mattelokam vishanti. That is the meaning. So Dhumaha, Dhuma Devata, Ratri Devata, and Krishna Paksha Devata, Dakshinayana Devata. So they are there in that Kala, in that Marga. So Yogi, through that they gain Chandraloka plus Chandramasam Jyotihi. Chandramasam Jyotihi, Chandraloka means it is Krishna Marga. So it's another way of saying. Another way of saying Surya Loka, Krishna Loka, that is bright Surya Marga, Krishna Shukla Marga is Surya Marga, bright path. Chandra Marga, Chandra again light only. You cannot ask why it is dark. Because going through which the come back, therefore it is called dark. And it is presided over by Dhumaha, Ratri, etc. Therefore we say it is a dark path. Light path, dark path. The dark path also Jyotihi is there. Because travel is involved, Jyotihi is there. You can take. But Jyoti doesn't mean the light here. You know, it is Karma Pala. So, Chandrasam. Therefore, Karma Pala. Karma Pala is there. Therefore, Chandramasam. Chandrasamandhi, Chandra Lokam, Gachanti. Gatva Nivartate. They return back. So that is the meaning. Therefore, this Loka and all there are Chandra Loka referring to all the lokas, the limited lokas. So all the limited lokas can be referred to by saying Chandramasam Jyotihi. That the result of the karma pala in the form of attaining the loka, gaining which they return back because it is gained by karma. So therefore, karma palatvat nivartate. Prapya nivartate. Now these two gatis are just mentioned and talked about. So there are two such gatis. Now, which is Shashvata, which is Avarti, Anavarti, it says the next shloka, the palam, the result of traveling through this gati and gaining the loka is talked about. The next shloka, let us read. Shukla Krishne gati hyete jagata shashvate mate
कृष्णे
कृष्णे
गते
गते
जगतः शाश्वते मते
ekaya yatyana vritti bhangaya vartate punaha
एकया
एकया
यात्यनावृत्ते अन्यया वर्तते पुनः
पुनः
gati dvivachanam. Two gati, do margo staha. What are the two margas? Krishna and Shukla. Shukla Krishna, Itra Dundva. Shuklasya Krishnasya Shukla Krishna gati yete gati. This Yesha iti yete. Yete referring to gati Srilinga. Therefore Yesha yete. So yete gati staha. The two gatis are there. Shukla and Krishna. Shukla bright. Brightness means knowledge or knowledge. Ananda stands for Ananda, happiness. Darkness means dukkha. Why dukkha? Maybe the loka they may enjoy, but after that, once the punya, that is a capital, whatever they have earned, when it is lost, when it is spent, now they become pauper and they have to come to the world again, they have to be born again. Therefore, dukkha. That's why dukkha. So Sukha, Ananda and Dukkha. Brightness, Ananda, that's why Shukla Marga we say. Krishna Marga because pain is involved. It's a way of saying. So Gati, Shukla Gati. It is bright path. Shukla Marga takes to Moksha, Moksha Ananda. And Krishna Gati, you come back again, therefore samsara, therefore dukkha. That's why it's called Krishna Marga. What about Swarga then? Swarga is also, even though in Swarga you enjoy Ananda, some Ananda is there. Ananda we have different degrees. Priya Moda Pramoda. In Swarga you may enjoy, but how long? It is also subject to time. Therefore, in that sense, it is also dukkha eva. So therefore, this Shukla Marga and Krishna Marga, otherwise called Devayana, Pitrayana, different names are the Suryagati, Chandragati. These are all the names. Or Uttaragati, Dakshinagati, Uttarayana Marga, Dakshinayana Marga, Archigati, Archirgati, Dhumagati, Archiradi Marga, we say, traveling to the bright path. All these are the different names for the Gati. Therefore, these two are there. These are created. Jagataha Shashvate Mate. These are created for the Jivas. So as long as Jivas are there, Jagataha Shashvate Mate. Jagataha Shashvate. That is this Jagat. The two parts, the Shukla and Krishna, Shashvate Mate. Jagataha Shashvate Mate. From the standpoint of the Jagat, Prapancha, it is Shashvate Mate. Because it is Shashvate, it is Nitya, because this is going to continue for all the Jivas. So as long as the Jivas are there, the cycle is going to be there, and therefore it continues. Therefore Shashvate Mate. So Shashvate Mate, Mate is Abhishtav Shashvate Mate. It is Jagataha Shashvate Mate. It is Jagataha is of the Jagat, Shashti. So Jagataha Shashvate Mate, Yete, this Shukla Gati and Krishna Gati, Yete, two Gatis, for Jagataha, for the people of the world. Jagataha, you can take it as Prapanchasya, but Prapancha meaning referring to the people, for the Jivaha. So Jivaha, Shashvate Mate. So it will be the Mata, it will be the paths for the Jiva forever. Because as long as the Jivas are there, they come back and they go, they travel, they come to manifestation and go to unmanifest avastha. So Bhutva Praliyate, as we saw before. Therefore it is Shashvate. So for the Jiva, for the people who live in the world, who are karmis, who do upasana, this path is going to be eternal. It is going to continue as long as there are Jivas. So Jivas are not going to end. Therefore, there will be manifestation and manifestation, such cycle, the Srishti, going to continue. Jiva is going to continue. So Jivas will have to travel through this path. Therefore, Shashvate Mate. Yekaya Yati Anavrittim. Anavrittim Anyaya Vatate Punaha. Traveling through by one path, they attain the state of no coming back. Anavrittim Prapnoti. Ekaya Yati Anavrittim. By one path, they gain the destination for which there is no Anavritti, no return. There is another path, Anyaya Vartate Punaha. Other path traveling through which they come back. So by Shukla Marga, if a Jiva travels to Shukla Marga, that is going to Brahmaloka. We go to Brahmaloka, there is no coming back. There is another Marga. Any other Loka they reach to other Marga, they come back. So avartate, punaha avartate, punaha gacchati, punaha avartate. Therefore, bhutva bhutva praliyate. The cycle continues. Then the next shloka that also we will read. Naite sriti partha janan yogi mukhyati kaschana.
नैते
नैते
स्मृति
पार्थजानन्
पार्थजानन्
योगी
योगी
मुह्यति
मुह्यति
कश्चन
कश्चन
तस्मात् सर्वेषु कालेषु योगयुक्तो भवार्जुन.
तस्मात्
तस्मात्
सर्वेषु
सर्वेषु
कालेषु
कालेषु
योगयुक्तो
योगयुक्तो
भव
अर्जुन
अर्जुन.
So, Gati topic is over with this shloka. Therefore, he says, concluding the topic of Gati, Marga. Ete Sruti. Sruti is Srudhatu, that to which you travel, path, referring to Marga. Sruti is Sruti, not Shruti. Sri plus Tin Pratyaya, Srilinga Pratyaya. Marga ityartha. Sruti is Sruti. So, Ete, that's why Ete Srilinga. Ete Sruti, these two, Marga, He Partha. Janan, knowing this, yogi, mugyati, na should be connected, na mugyati, kaschana yogi, no mumukshu, no yogi. You are a yogi, you are an intelligent person, you are a seeker of moksha. So, knowing this, no yogi, no mumukshu will get deluded. He will not opt for Krishna Marga, he will not opt for any other loka. Because traveling through two different lokas, and one path is subject to return, other path no return. Who wants to return? Nobody wants to, not nobody. Mumuksha only doesn't want to return. Yogi only doesn't want to come back. All other are deluded. They want to travel through this path. They want to traverse. They go and come like Paramapadam, up and down. Therefore, yogi na mukyati. Yogi is not deluded. About what? About taking which path? Which path I should take, travel. Shukla Marga or Krishna Marga. Therefore, Tasmat Sarveshu Kaleshu, in all period of time, always, Sarveshu Kaleshu, in all periods of time, all time, there is no rest. There is no rest in spirituality. So all the time, Tasmat Sarveshu Kaleshu, Yoga Yukto Bhava Arjuna, Yoga Yuktaha Bhava, Arjuna, Bhava, may you be for what? For this knowledge, at all times. Yoga Yuktaha means do whatever is necessary for gaining the knowledge. When? All the time. So yoga here, Yoga Yuktaha means Jnana Yuktaha ityartaha. Yoga Yuktaha means it is yoga, karma yoga. So karma yoga for Chitta Shuddhi and and the Jnana Yogyata Prapti is gained. Therefore, Jnanena Moksha, therefore Yoga Yuktaha, endowed with the yoga Yukto Bhavata. You be a Jignasu. So knowledge is what is called yoga. So by that only you gain moksha. So therefore knowledge is with the yoga is a means for gaining moksha. Therefore yoga yuktaha bhava. So therefore you make yourself available for this knowledge. Equip yourself for gaining this knowledge. Hey Arjuna, bhava, may you become a seeker of this knowledge, moksha. So that is the Upadesha, having said the merits and demerits of both. Now that is the last shloka, that also will complete today, the 80th chapter. Last shloka, which is in Trishtup meter. Next class we can do summary for that. Vedeshu yajneshu tapassu chaiva
वेदेषु
वेदेषु
यज्ञेषु
यज्ञेषु
तपःचैव
तपश्चैव
daneshu yat punyaphalam pradishtam
दानेषु
दानेषु
यत् पुण्यफलं
यत्पुण्यफलं
प्रदिष्टम्
प्रदिष्टम्
atyeti tat sarvamidam viditva
अत्येति
सर्वमिदं
तत्सर्वमिदं विदित्वा
विदित्वा
yogi param sthanamupaitti chadyam.
योगी
योगी
परं
परं
स्थानमुपैति
स्थानमुपैति
चाद्यम्
चाद्यम्
So this chapter, we know it is talks about Saguna Brahma. Therefore, Saguna Brahma Upasana, that the Palam, which is Saguna Brahma Upasana Palam is Brahma Loka Prapti, which is higher than all the other karma. Therefore, yogi is Upasaka. Yogi Upasaka. Yogi we can take Mumukshu, Jnanam also we can take. Therefore, the yogi Param Sthanam Upait. Yogi reaches the highest place. Param Sthanam. Highest place is what? Brahma, Jnanam. That is a Sthanam. That is a Dhama. Tad Dhama Paramam, as Bhagavan said. So that is the Sthanam. And what is that? What is that? That Sthanam. The yogi, he says, Atyeti. Yogi crosses. Atyeti idam sarvam. Crosses all the knowing. Viditva. Yogi crosses. Viditva idam sarvam. Tat sarvam idam atyeti. Yogi crosses. Crosses what? Crosses the punya which is gained by the study of the Shastram, performing rituals. Vedeshu yajneshu tapassu chaiva. Vedeshu, that is in the Veda, Vedeshu means the results of the activity, results of the action of studying Veda. So Veda Adhyanam has got palam, punya palam. So yatu punya palam pradishtam tatsarvam viditva atyati is yogi. So idam viditva, that yogi having understood and viditva, not just knowing and practiced also. If it is jnanam, understood, and if it is upasaka, if you take, yes, practiced. So we can take yogi to be a jnana yogi or just can take upasaka. Both ways it can be interpreted. So if you take it as a jnana yogi, then he surpasses all these results. Or if you take it as a upasaka, since the topic here is upasaka, therefore you can take upasaka. Therefore upasaka, having understood viditva, and yes, practice upasana also. Sarvamidam atyeti. He outgrows sarvamidam. He outgrows all this. He gets something higher. Yat punya palam pratishtam. The result of punya karma pratishtam, where shastreshu, vedeshu, learning the vedeshu, referring to the studying Veda, learning the Vedas, yajneshu, performing the yajnas, and tapas is vrata, dana is charity. So out of Vedeshu, Yajneshu, Taposu, Jaiva, Daneshu, all these are actions. Vedeshu is Veda Adhyayane. That Veda Adhyayana. That is, therefore, Vedeshu, Yajneshu, performing the karma which are ordained by the Veda, and Tapasu, tapas, performing various tapas, vrata, etc. Tapasu. Then Dana, performing the Dana. So, by which Itu Punya Palam Pradishtam, the Punya Pala which is mentioned for all this Punya, Adishtam, Palam, Punya. So, a yogi, what happens to them? Yogi Viditva Atyeti. He outgrows. The Upasaka yogi goes beyond the results of all this good karma. He attains a loka which is the highest loka. Paramcha Adyam. Adyam is Adyam Sthanam Upaiti. Yogi Param Sthanam Upaiti Cha Adyam. Chadyam. What is Adyam? Adyam meaning the Sthanam which is ultimate. Adyam, which is the Karanam. Adyam is Adi, beginning. Jagataha Adihi is Brahma. Brahma is Adi. Therefore, Brahma Sthanam. Adyam referring to that Brahma which is ultimate. Ishvara, he is the cause of everything. He gains. Therefore, the highest destination is this Mukti, Krama Mukti. The result is, compared to all the other karma, the result is higher. The result is higher. Therefore, the result of performing the upasana, the upasaka gains the highest loka. Therefore, the punyam which one accrues through the studying the Veda, performing the Veda karma, and following the disciplines and charity, all this punya palam yat pradishtam, yat all this punya palam yat pradishtam yat uktam, which is said. All these are outgrown. All these are atitya gacchati. He surpasses all. He surpasses all. Yogi, the upasaka, paramsthanam upayati. He gains the status of Ishvara. Gains it because Adyam is a beginning. Beginning means cause of creation. Cause of creation is Brahma. Therefore, gain the status of Brahma. So that is the Palam, Nityam Palam. So that he gains. Having known the limitation of the results of the karma, and that is what is mentioned at the beginning. That's Vedeshu. Vedeshu means Veda Dhyaneshu. Studying of Veda gives punya. And performing the karma gives punya. And all the austerity and charity gives punya. All these are punya. So here, doesn't mean all these are underestimated. All these are great. It gives punya. All these gives punya palam. All this will be, it will be in your account, and you can and you will encash this in the next janma in the form of good janma or good loka after death. So all these are punyam, all these are great. But what the upasaka he opts for that, gaining which there is becomes free forever. It doesn't come back. Anavritti. So therefore, Adyam Sthanam, yogi, this upasaka gains. We can take yogi meaning upasaka, as I said before, or we can take the jnani also. The jnani having understood the limitations of the karma pala, which are accrued through the study of the Veda, performing the karma of the Veda. So, tat sarvam idam viditva atyeti. He outgrows. So, therefore, atitya gacchati. That yogi paramsthanam upayati, he reaches the paramsthanam, and sthanam is adyam sthanam. That is the cause. He reaches the cause. Cause is Brahma. Brahma is a karanam. Therefore, he gains Brahma. So, tatsarvam idam atitya gacchati. Atitya yogi paramsthanam gacchati. Knowing this, knowing all these, he goes beyond all these things. Knowing all these things to be limited. Vedeshu, Yajneshu, Taposu, all these by which the punya palam which are accrued, all these are limited. Iti, viditva, jnatva, yogi, atitya gacchati, goes beyond all these things. Beyond means where it does it go. It doesn't choose limited result in the form of gaining loka, but he chooses that paramsthanam. Why it is called paramsthanam? Because it is anavritti, there is no coming back. And that is adyam, that is the karanam. Karanam is Brahma, Ishvara. So therefore, Ishvaram prapnoti. Ishvara means, again, it is Atma, it is Swarupa, Paramatma. Upasaka also gains moksha, and yogi also gains moksha. Jnana yogi also gains moksha. Jnana yogi iha eva. Upasaka Brahma loke, krama mukti. So yogi meaning you can take any meaning because moksha is there. Since the topic here is discussed about the marga and therefore upasaka and the karmi, therefore yogi is generally the meaning taken to be upasaka. And here we have to note this, the punya palam which are accrued to all these karma, it is not underestimated. It is nahi ninda nyaya. So ninda is not the tatparya. Tatparya means the yogi gains a status from which there is no return. Therefore, compared to that, all these are lower, inferior. In that sense, it is inferior, but not they are inferior as such. So studying the Veda, is it criticized here? No. Performing the ritual karma of the Veda? No. Tapas and dhanam, are they criticized? No. All these are important. All these are important. One has to do, by which one gets chitta shuddhi, that prepares a person for jnanam. Through jnanam only, the person gains moksha. Therefore, should not be taken. Should not be taken literally. We have to take into account the context and then interpret. It's called Nahi Ninda Nyaya. So Ninda is not the Tatparya. What is Tatparyam? Tatparyam is moksha is the Tatparyam. The person becomes free, doesn't come back. He gains the end, which is the ultimate. No comparison to that. That is the Tatparyam, moksha. So this is the topic here. Therefore, it's Akshara Brahma Yoga. Yoga, the sadhana which is meant for gaining Akshara Brahma, that is in the form of Upasana, Karma plus Upasana or Jnanam. So the end is Akshara Brahma. So that is the topic of this chapter. Therefore, the chapter is called Akshara Brahma Yoga. So we will chant that. Om Tat Sat.
Om Tat Sat.
Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishadsu
Srimad Bhagavad Gita Upanishadsu
Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre
Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre
Shri Krishna Arjuna Sambhade
Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade
Akshara Brahma Yogo Nama Ashtamodhyayah.
Akshara Brahma Yogo Nama Ashthamodhyayah.
Om Purnamadah Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Dhanyawad.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಶರಣ್ಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಅಜ್ಜಿ.